Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome to my channel Parul English Lab. Today we will learn how to use he and she, him and her, and his and hers. So please watch this video till the end, and before going ahead, please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Now let's start our today's video. First, let's talk about he and she. He and she are pronoun. We know what is a pronoun. Pronoun is a word that comes in place of a noun. We have done noun and pronouns. I have made detailed video on that. I will mention the link in description box. You can watch the video. Now, pronoun are the words that come in place of noun. He and she are subject pronoun. There are subject pronouns, object pronouns. So he and she are subject pronouns. Now subject is the one who does an action. The doer of an action is the subject or the one we talk about. So either the doer of the action or the one we talk about is a subject. So he and she, they are subject pronouns and they are used as a subject in a sentence. He is used for male and she is used for female. Now let's look at some examples. He cleans the house every day. So here he is the subject who cleans the house. Now who is the one who performs an action? Action is the verb in a sentence. So here in this sentence, the action is, the verb is clean. Now who does this action every day? He cleans the house every day. So this means he is a subject pronoun. And because we are talking about a male, maybe a boy, man, etc. So that's why I have used he here. He cleans the house every day. She will call you. So here the verb is call. And who will do this action? She. She will call you. So she is the subject pronoun here. She is very smart. Here there is no main verb, there is no action happening in the sentence, but here we are talking about she. She is a smart girl. Who is a smart girl? She is a smart girl. So since we are talking about she, so she is a subject. He has a big house. Again, he has a big house. Who has a big house? Who are we talking about? He. So he is the subject pronoun here. So this way we use he and she in a sentence. They are subject pronouns and he is used for a male and she is used for a female. Next is him and her. Him and her are object pronouns. This means that they are used as an object in a sentence. Now, object is the one who receives an action. Subject is the doer of an action and object is the one who receives an action. So, him and her, these are two object pronouns and they are generally used as an object in a sentence. Him is used for a male and her is used for a female. Now let's look at some examples. They helped him yesterday. So here they, who helped, they. So they is the subject. They is a subject pronoun. They helped whom? They helped him. So him is the one who received this action. So that's why him is an object pronoun. They helped him yesterday. I will give her a book. So here I is the subject, the doer of an action. The action is give and I will give her a book. So I is the doer of an action, that's the subject pronoun, and I will give her, give to whom? To her. So I will give her. Her is an object pronoun and there is one more object in this sentence, a book. I will give her a book. So sometimes there can be even 2 or 3 objects in a sentence, direct or indirect. I have made a detailed video on direct and indirect objects also. I will mention the link in description box. You can go through the video. So here I will give her a book. So her is an object pronoun. You can also construct this sentence in a different way, like I will give a book to her. So they both are correct. They both have the same meaning. It's up to you how you want to construct the sentence. If you see Max, give him this file. So again, him is an object pronoun in this sentence. And since we are talking about Max, if you see Max, give him this file. So we are talking about Max, and Max is a boy. So that's why I'm using him over here. Give him this file. You can also construct this sentence like, give this file to him or to Max. They both are correct. I will see her tomorrow. So here we are talking about a female. That's why I'm using her. I will see whom? I will see her. So her is receiving an action in this sentence. I will see her tomorrow. We will not be able to recognize her because we haven't met for a long time. We will not be able to recognize her. So recognize whom? Recognize her. Again, we are talking about a female, that's why I'm using her. So again, in this sentence, her is an object pronoun. So this way, for male we use him, and for female we use her, and him and her, they both are used as an object in a sentence. They are the receiver of the action. Him and her are also used for referring to a male or a female when they have already been mentioned or it is obvious which one you are referring to. For example, who's at the door? It's him. So let's suppose I am waiting for Max. He was supposed to be here by 7 and it's already 7:15, and then suddenly there's a knock at the door and my mom asks, who's at the door? And I say it's him because I was expecting him. So my mom, the listener and the speaker, they both know who we are talking about. So since we had a discussion about Max and I was expecting him, so that's how I'm not saying it's Max, I'm saying it's him. I can also say it's Max, but you can say it's him as well. The listener will understand who I am talking about. Here in this sentence, we are talking about Max. That's why I have used him. It's him. Who's at the door? It's him. It's Max. But if it were a girl, then I would have used it's her. Who's calling you? I'm expecting a call from Tisha. That must be her now. This means that must be Tisha now. So instead of saying Tisha, I'm saying her because it's obvious that we are talking about Tisha because I was expecting a call from Tisha. So this way also we use him and her. Now let's understand where we use his and her. Before going ahead, this is a bit tricky because most of the people get confused here. Just understand one thing, that his and her, these are possessive adjectives, not pronouns. His and her, these are possessive adjectives, and his and hers, these are possessive pronouns. This you will understand with some examples. Now first, let's look at his and her. His and her are possessive adjectives. And why do we call them possessive? Because they show a possession. Possession means when something belongs to you or when something belongs to someone else. Anything that shows possession, that's why we call them possessive. Now adjectives, because adjectives are the words that describe a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives give extra information about noun or a pronoun, and that's why generally they come just before the noun or a pronoun. Not always, but generally. So his and her are possessive adjectives because they show a possession and they modify the noun. That's why they are called possessive adjectives. For example, this is her bag. So here in this sentence, her bag. So her is a possessive adjective because it comes before a noun. Possessive adjective always comes before a noun. It will always have a noun after that because it modifies that noun. So in this sentence, this is her bag. So her is the word that gives extra information about the bag. This shows that this bag belongs to her. So this is her bag. So her is a possessive adjective. That is his bike. Again, his is used for a male and her is used for a female. Now if I say that is his bike. So his, this means that I'm talking about a guy, a male, not a female, because I'm using his. So that is his bike. So his bike, because we have a noun after his, That's why it's a possessive adjective, because it shows a possession. Whose bike? His bike. It shows a possession, that the bike belongs to him, his bike. And at the same time, this word modifies the bike. It gives extra information about the bike, that the bike belongs to him. So his bike, that's why it's a possessive adjective, not a possessive pronoun. She is her sister. Her sister. Again, sister is a noun and her is a possessive adjective because it comes before a noun. So a possessive adjective always comes before a noun. His and her, these are possessive adjectives. Now let's talk about possessive pronouns. His and hers. His doesn't change, but her becomes hers when we use it as a possessive pronoun. For male we use him and for female we use hers, not her. For example, this house is hers, not hers house. This house is hers. Now we know what are pronouns. Pronouns are the words that come in place of a noun. So that's why pronoun can never have a noun after them, because they come in place of a noun. So this house is hers, that means this is her house. You can also say this is her house or this house is hers. So these sentences are correct. They both are correct. Grammatically, the meaning is same. Now here, hers is a possessive pronoun because it comes in place of the noun. This is her house. Her house, it's a noun, and in place of her house, you are saying hers. This house is hers. So that's why this is a pronoun, and because it shows a possession. This house is hers. This means this house belongs to her. This house is hers. So at the same time, it shows the possession. That's why it is called a possessive pronoun. Let's look at one more example. This is his bike. So here, his bike. Sometimes people tend to get confused here because his is a possessive adjective and at the same time it is a possessive pronoun also. So how to differentiate between these two? So let me give you a tip. However, I have made a detailed video on this wherein you can learn about possessive pronoun and possessive adjectives in detail, but just to give you a little idea, when in a sentence his comes before a noun, that means it's a possessive adjective. And when it comes without a noun, it comes in place of a noun, that means it's a possessive pronoun. And to talk about a female, then possessive pronoun and possessive adjectives are different. Possessive adjective is her and possessive pronoun is hers. Now let's look at one more example. This is his bike. Now in this sentence, his is a possessive adjective, not a possessive pronoun because it comes before a noun. His bike. Bike is a noun and his is a possessive adjective because it modifies the bike. And if you say this bike is his, then his is a possessive pronoun because it doesn't have a noun after that and it comes in place of the noun. This bike is his. This is her necklace. Her is a possessive adjective because it comes before a noun, that is necklace. This is her necklace. This necklace is hers. So here hers, this is a possessive pronoun because it comes in place of the noun. This necklace is hers. So this way we use he, she, him, her, his, her, hers in different sentences, and I hope now you understood the concept and how to use them in different sentences. If you have any doubts, you can always mention in comment section. Now please practice all the concepts and like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you, take care, have a great day.